Hello, this is 8-Bit Rach and welcome to another Amstrad game review. Gonna have a go on Bubble Dizzy, and this was a request by Walking the Cow on YouTube. I'll put a link to his channel in the description box. I owned this game as a kid, actually. I did used to love the Dizzy games, and this, well, you probably know it's one of the spin-offs rather than, you know, the cartoon adventures. I won't have infinite lives. Now, to be honest, this wasn't one of my favourite of the spin-offs. It wasn't the worst, but there we go. So the idea is you're falling into an abyss. You were made to walk the plank, I believe. Now you have to collect these pearls. Well, you don't have to, actually. You just get a bonus the more, you know, for each one you collect. But the main aim of the game is you just have to get to the top by jumping on these bubbles. Now, you'll see the smaller bubbles. They travel faster, but they don't last as long. They pop quicker. There we go, we're at the top. So there are 8 different levels. And then I think it sort of loops back to the first level. It's just slightly harder. You get these bubbles that attack you, which sounds odd, but you can see in some of the later levels you'll see a bubble with little dots inside it, and when that bubble bursts it bites you on the arse. I don't know who thought of that, but that's what happens. So obviously I'm not bothering to collect all the pearls. It's just showing you what the game is, really. Now, this is obviously a Spectrum port, do you know what I mean? Some of the colour choices are a bit odd. This isn't so bad, but that first one's like bright orange, wasn't it? You know, and I get it's going to be monochrome, but the actual colour choice is a bit odd. I think, anyway. I mean, what's the bloody sea made of? Look at it, it's black. So it's like an oil leak or something. Mind you, it is supposed to be like an abyss, so yeah, it would be dark. I'll take that back. I do feel, though, like, I don't know. This wasn't one of my favourite Dizzy spin-offs. I didn't mind it. But I'm trying to remember what I thought of it when I first played it, and I can't remember. I don't remember being massively disappointed with it. And I did play it a few times. It wasn't one of them that I thought I played it once, thought, never bothered again. I did play it a few times, so I can't have been, you know, massively disappointed with it. But somehow, I should have looked it up, really, before watching this video, but I'm sure the Oliver twins did code this game. But to me, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like a Dizzy game. I mean, not even Dizzy looks like Dizzy. And there's no music, which is quite unusual for a Dizzy game. I mean, even Quick Snacks and Fast Food, the other spin-offs, they had great music, and of course the adventure games had music. Don't know. I had Panic Dizzy as well, which was a spin-off. I can't remember if that had music or not. That was another game. I did play it a few times as a kid, and it was okay. It was just, I don't know, there wasn't a lot to it. Maybe I'll do a video on it. But, yeah, I can't remember if that had music or not. I think it did, actually. But yeah, this is all the feeling of a game that was written for another character in mind, or it was written and it was like, you know, who should we put as the main character? Oh, I think we're due another Dizzy spin-off now. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I do like the detail in the graphics. Like if you look at that whale, that's just nice. You know, it's nicely done. Just some of the colour choices are a bit bright and a bit odd, and you get, I don't know, it seems somehow a bit too easy, this game, because you get extra lives after so many points. I can't remember how many. And it's quite easy to get through all the levels, I think. Oh, this is that bubble I was on about that bites you on your arse. It's a bit bizarre. I think there's 8 levels, and once you finish that, you kind of go back to level 1, but you get things extra thrown in, like those vicious bubbles, but they're essentially the same level, and there's not a massive escalation in difficulty, if I remember rightly. Yeah, I don't think there's an end to the game that I can remember. But this wouldn't be a game that I would play for hours and hours either, so I would never have found out if there was. Oh, there we go. So, ooh, my mouth went all drooly then. I could smell somebody's cooking coming from one of the other flats. It smelled like a Sunday dinner. It got me thinking I'm going for a Sunday dinner tomorrow. Don't know where yet. I'm gutted Wetherspoons don't do theirs anymore. They're proper bloody lush, them. You get like Sunday dinner and a pint for like £6 it was. £6.50 if you went to the slightly posher Wetherspoons. But yeah, it was great, and it, you know, people knock Wetherspoons, you can knock it all you like, but the food's great there, I think. I suppose it varies depending which one you go to, maybe, but just think you can't go wrong with a Wetherspoons food. It's cheap, it's cheerful, but it's not crap quality considering it's so cheap. But anyway, it's like I'm getting paid by Wetherspoons to do an advertising drive for them. But yeah, they've stopped doing the Sunday dinners anyway. I'm gutted about that. But anyway, I have a couple of options. And I was just reminded of it by that smell coming through the window, and it made my mouth go all watery. I'm going off on a tangent now anyway. This is what the game does to me. It's not very... It's not a thrill a minute, this game. It's alright, but... Oh. Oh. Bugger. Ah. Suppose you could make it a bit more... Oh, don't say I'm going to fall all the way to the bottom, you bastard. Could make it a bit more of a challenge by collecting all the pearls, but... don't know. I can't be bothered. I did used to do that, but... don't really sort of add anything to the game. You just get more of a bonus, more lives, and the game goes on for longer, I suppose. So yeah, I'm pretty sure there are 8 levels. And I'll just show you this level, and then I think I'll end the review because it's coming on for 10 minutes now, and I hadn't intended it to be this long, actually. So yeah, in summary, it's not a bad game. It's not one of my favourite Dizzy games. It has a feeling of not actually being a Dizzy game to me. Is it a terrible game? No, it's not a terrible game, actually. It's all right. It just, I feel there's not an awful lot going on in this game somehow. It's not one of those games that's, you know, you get some games that they're not that great, but somehow they're addictive. This isn't somehow. It's just, it's a bit ho-hum for me. I probably will not... Oh yeah, look, we're back to level 1 again. I probably won't come back to this game now. Whereas fast food, quick snacks, I would load them up and have a go. I enjoyed them, do you know what I mean? And it hasn't even got the good music where you could, you know, there's just not very much that's memorable about it. And yeah, so you can see we're back to the first level. I'll end the review now. And if anyone does know, I mean, I will Google it for myself. It's not that I'm being a lazy cow, but if anyone does know whether this was actually intended to be a Dizzy game, I'd be interested to know. So, yeah, I'll end it here. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Try and out.